United Spirits was under pressure today as minority shareholders have rejected 9 proposals. These are related party transaction resolutions at its extraordinary general meeting. Sources telling CNBC TV 18 that the company, though, is hopeful of reapproaching shareholders. We've got, experts on this. Ajit here to tell us how the company is responding to the fact that, shareholders have rejected many of those resolutions. And then we'll also be joined by Amit Tandon of IIAS and Jayan Gupta, former ED of SEBI and co-founder of SES. But Sajid, first, the news that you're getting, Diageo crushed by the fact that shareholders are refusing to approve their various related party transactions with Malia, and in that, some other business as well? So
I think, the genuine transaction, which was the Diageo related party transaction with Diageo, got,
that was done through the postal ballot.
That was through the postal ballot. That got shadowed by the entire RPTs which USL had with
which was done by the
Vijay Malia, which was
in the EGM.
And that's where it's a disappointment for USL and Diageo, because what USL was trying to do was transfer the entire operations and manufacturing of premium spirits business from Diageo India to USL, and so that it can get synergies and align the entire marketing network there, and then sell it in the Indian market. So Diageo India would cease to be an operational company in India post this transaction happens, and the entire operations of Diageo, which was existing prior to the USL deal, now shifts to the...
So that's what they're hoping to go back to institutional shareholders and
so what has happened in the postal ballot is that 70% of the public institutional shareholders have agreed to it, but nearly 30% have gone against it. And as a result of which, on an average, they have got some 70.2% approvals when they're required to get 75% approvals.
This is the postal ballot.
Postal ballot.
And the EGM is worse.
The EGM is worse. EGM... It's a positive for USL because you're going to save that cash from going from the company.
Very negative for Malia and superb for shareholders, I would say.
Yes, I would say it's a good move by the shareholders who have rejected all the RPTs which exist between USL and Vijay Malia group companies.
Okay, Mr. Gupta, already confusing. Some related party transactions, which is USL, Diageo via postal ballot. Some related party transactions, which is USL, Malia via an EGM. And in an effort by shareholders, a very brave effort by shareholders to throw out all the related party transactions with Malia, I think even the Diageo related party transactions have been given the boot.
Yeah, you see, you have to understand, in the postal ballot, it was not only one transaction, there were 4 transactions.
Right.
It was in the one resolution, one was the transaction with the Diageo India, 2 transactions were with the Diageo US and Diageo UK, and one was for expenses.
But these are all non-Malia RPTs, sir.
I agree, but there what we had objected to, we had recommended against, the reason was that the transactions were supposed to be approved for perpetuity. We had said that since these are the transactions where if nothing has been tested, what will be the gain and loss for either party, so it should be done on the basis of for 2 or 3 years and then review.
Fair enough.
The second, they had said that it will ensure that there is a minimum profit for either party. And then in the next line, they said the pricing will be on arm's length. Now, when you say that there will be minimum profit for either party, the transaction cannot be at arm's length. So we had objected on this issue.
Okay.
As far as the transaction with Malia is concerned...
So, but before you get to that, since these transactions, Diageo say, are critical or important to the future of USL, if they were to make amendments on the lines that you've suggested and go back and try and convince institutional shareholders to vote in favor of these transactions, or all shareholders to vote in favor of these transactions, you would not be opposed, given that these are Diageo USL transactions and not USL Malia RPTs?
We are not opposed to anything which is fair to the company.
Fair enough.
The issue is that we do not want to disrupt the operations of the company. We want to only say proper disclosures and be fair.
Yeah.